It's now time for my NFL Divisional Round Picks. You got some really great teams in the Final 8 of the NFL this season. I think this is probably the most unique Divisional Round teams that we've had. Some really great young quarterbacks across both sides in the AFC and the NFC. Some really young teams, some fun teams to look out for. I think it's going to be a lot of fun this weekend to watch these teams go at it. And let's get right into the picks. First game, we got the Houston Texans, the surprise Houston Texans, taking on the Baltimore Ravens, the number 1 seed in the AFC in Baltimore. That is today at the time of this recording at 3:30 on ABC. And I think this is going to be a really great game, but I have the Texans taking the surprise upset win over the number 1 seed. The Texans coming as a number 4. They won 3 straight games. They beat the Browns last week 45-14. The Ravens are on 2 weeks of rest. They don't have Marlon Humphrey this week, so I would expect Nico Collins to have a big game. I think CJ is really ready for this. Lamar is 1-3 in his playoff games, hasn't played too great. The Ravens as a whole are 1-4 in the playoffs since 2014. I think the Texans, they have a ton of momentum coming into this. I just like CJ Stroud to get it done. I think D'Amico Ryan's facing this Baltimore team again, makes some good adjustments, and I think they're able to get a 4-point win, I think, which is really surprising. And you know, I think the Ravens can definitely win, but we'll see what happens. But I think the Texans can pull out the upset here. And then we move on to the Saturday night game. The 49ers, number 1 seed in the NFC, taking on the Green Bay Packers. A surprise. They are the first 7 seed to advance to the divisional round ever at 10-8. Here they are after a huge win over the Dallas Cowboys, 48-32, which was incredible to watch. Jordan Love looks like a young Aaron Rodgers right now, but I am going with the 49ers to pull it out. I think they're just a better team overall. I think the Cowboys do that kind of stuff. You've seen the Cowboys do the Cowboys things, which is to be terrible in the playoffs, and the 49ers generally are pretty good in the divisional round, so I think they're able to get it done. And then we move on to the Sunday night game, which I think is really excellent. The Chiefs and the Bills. This has become a rivalry in the playoffs. This is the 3rd time these 2 teams are meeting over the past few years. Josh Allen versus Patrick Mahomes. This is going to be an excellent game. First road game for Patrick Mahomes in his NFL career in the playoffs. How about that? And this guy's, 5-6 years into his career. It's incredible. It's going to be a lot of fun to see what he can do in Buffalo. First time he's not playing in front of his home field at Arrowhead. First time Josh Allen gets to play at Buffalo versus the Chiefs. I think this is going to be a very close game. Bit of a low-scoring one. The Chiefs' offense hasn't been that great this year. Mahomes has been playing well, but their offense has not been good. As for the Bills, they love to play in this kind of weather. So did the Chiefs. I think the Bills, this time, they're able to get their first win against Kansas City in the playoffs. Josh Allen finally beats Mahomes in the playoffs, and I think they're able to get a close one. I think the Bills' defense plays really well in this game, and I think Josh Allen does just enough against that good Chiefs defense. I think the Chiefs not playing at home, I think, plays a factor in this one. And then finally, the last divisional round game, the Detroit Lions, once again hosting a playoff game. They won their first playoff game in 32 years last week, which is incredible. They get another game in the divisional round there, another winnable game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who beat the Eagles. I was not surprised by that. I picked them to beat the Eagles, and here they are. And I think it's going to be a fun game, high scoring, like a typical Lions game that you see. And I think Detroit is going to pull out another close game and head to the NFC Championship game. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think Baker Mayfield and the Bucs can definitely win this one, but I'm going with Jared Goff, the Detroit. I think, again, that home field is just such a big factor to me in this one. I just like Detroit. I think they're slightly better as well. So those are my NFL Divisional Round picks, and of course, you know, if we get farther into the playoffs in the AFC NFC Championship, if these picks hold up, it would be the Texans versus Bills in the AFC Championship. I'd pick the Bills, and it would be the 49ers and Lions in the NFC Championship. I'd pick the 49ers, and I'd be a Bills-49ers NFC Championship, and I'd pick the 49ers to win. So if you haven't checked out my bracket yet, you can go ahead and check that out as well. So hope you guys enjoyed. Like, subscribe. Let me know what your picks are for this week, and I'll see you in the next one.